Ladies and gentlemen, now it's Too Late with Alan Mosley.
Almost. Maybe next time.
I almost got stuck.
Woo! Guys, welcome back for another episode of It's Too Late. Not just another episode, it's episode 300 of It's Too Late. I am your host, Alan Mosley, joined as always by the number one producer in late night. It's Dave Willimowski. Dave, how are you doing?
Hey. I can't believe I've been here for 300 episodes. It doesn't even feel that long.
Yeah. You've been here?
I'm doing pretty good, though.
Where were you for like the first 150?
I was hiding.
Oh, that's...
Oh, no, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good, but I'll tell you what would make things even better is if everyone got their tickets to the 6th annual It's Too Late live show coming to you Saturday, May 18th, which is like tomorrow. Jesus.
Basically, yeah.
I have
Get
to
your tickets.
I probably have to pay for stuff now. Ugh. Gross.
Oh.
Dave, this is the time. If we're going to bail with the money, now's the time. Yeah. Anyway, it's Saturday, May 18th in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee. But you got to get your tickets. They're over there in chat. They're down in the show notes. Get your tickets. There's going to be kangaroos, lemurs, just sloth singular. There's only one, but he's fine. He's not lonely.
That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What are two going to do? They're not going to do anything, right?
How many sloths does one man need?
I don't know. Apparently, the answer to the kangaroo question is 3.
That seems like too many kangaroos.
Yeah. Too many, quite frankly. Aren't they going to box? Aren't they like super aggressive territorial animals? Kangaroos?
They seem dangerous. I don't know.
Anyway, on Saturday, May 18th, get your tickets. Or don't. Yeah.
But do it.
Yeah, but do it. Actually, you can go on that link and you can just you can not buy a ticket and just give us money.
Mm-hmm.
It'll let you do that. Yeah.
Then you can stay home. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll even put you in the credits on that. We'll put everybody in the credits.
There you go.
Don't you want your name attached to this program? Oh, okay. All right. Maybe we won't put your name in the credits. Starting off the news tonight, 62-year-old John Barnett, who worked for military-industrial complex mainstay Boeing for 32 years, has blown the whistle on his former employer. Barnett now heads to court to testify that Boeing raked in billions of dollars in defense contracts while engaging in flagrant violations of safety for its commercial airliners, putting millions of Americans at risk. I know, the audacity of these people. I wish Mr. Barnett good luck. In other news tonight, Boeing whistleblower John Barnett was found dead in a hotel parking lot just days after testifying against the airplane giant. The cause of death was listed as an apparent suicide via a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Of course.
Yeah, boy.
That's so weird.
Life comes at you fast, doesn't it? A Boeing spokesperson did release a statement about Barnett's death. Here, take a look.
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide?
Where did you get that?
I don't know. This most recent tale of a Jeffrey Epstein-esque end of life inspired me to run a poll over on Twitter. Check this out right here. We asked respondents, do you believe the American ruling class, including the government, military-industrial complex, corporations, etc., has murdered people? Nearly 96% of respondents said yes. They believe their own state elites have people assassinated. And of course, the other 4% are probably the murderers. Yeah. In other news, Dave, oh my God, did you see all that stuff going on in Haiti?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Apparently, it's gotten so bad, they're resorting to cannibalism. In fact, the new leader of Haiti is a gangster named Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Do we have a picture of Barbecue?
Oh, yeah. Here.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, I seen him somewhere.
Yeah, I synced it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing is believing. I tell you what, Dave, with all this bad news out of Haiti, it's really eating me up inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You see where this is going? Yeah.
No, I mean, that.
I'm sure a person being eaten alive is very rare, unless they're well done.
Okay. That was kind of funny.
Oh, come on, Dave. Don't give me the cold shoulder.
Oh.
What? You don't think these jokes are in very good taste?
Oh, you're catching me off guard now. All right.
I'm just saying that we should stew on them for a while.
All right, yeah, we should probably get on with the show. It's fine.
All right, I'll quit roasting them.
Oh, come on. Dude. Seriously.
Dave, I'm just trying to serve my fellow man.
Alan, stop.
All right, okay.
Oh.
One more. All right, let's not judge the Haitians too swiftly. I'm sure there's a good person in each and every one of them. All right. And finally this evening, a Wisconsin man was charged with battery, disorderly conduct, and the use of a dangerous weapon after becoming intoxicated and terrorizing an entire neighborhood. What's the name of this menace to society, you ask? Well, of course, that would be 42-year-old Green Bay resident Deez Nuts.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you've been wondering who they've been talking about this whole time, there he is. Speaking of roasting Deez Nuts, let me tell you about tonight's sponsor, which is, that's right, Fox & Sons Coffee, which you can find at foxandsons.com. If you use promo code ITL, it says fans of It's Too Late, but I'm pretty sure you can just use that code even if you're not.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't know. Like, how does he differentiate?
Does he know all of us?
I don't know. Steve's a bullshitter. He didn't know. All right. But anyway, if you use ITL, you get 18% off orders of $25 or more. Now, shipping's always free over orders of $37.99 or more at foxandsons.com. I actually have a bag right here. This is the Den Blend Light. And of course, the Den Blend Light is good because why, Dave?
Because it's a light.
The light skin. Jesus Christ, it's episode 300 and you don't know the bits by now?
No, not this one.
Light skin beans are, of course, superior to dark skin beans. That's right.
Perhaps I didn't want to say that on the internet.
All right. I needed a little pick-me-up there. Anyway, that's Fox & Sons Coffee, which you can find at foxandsons.com. Use promo code It's Too Late. Guys, we're going to be back with the meme of the week and the viewer mail right after this commercial break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Tonight's fortune is embrace new adventures and watch your life come alive.
Nah.
Nah.
No.
No, that sounds silly. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
That sounds expensive. No,
Yeah,
we don't have any money
This
for that.
economy?
Yeah,
I don't think
you
so.
kidding me? Well, I don't know. I'm going to be having a little adventure this weekend, though. I'll tell you about that later. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you about tonight's other sponsor, which is the Tennessee Hot Sauce Company, which you can find at tnhotsauceco.com. If you use promo code It's Too Late, you get 10% off your entire order. Of salsas such as this right here. This is the ginger jalapeno. Can we get a shot of that right there?
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. Isn't that your
I got a
nickname
little
for
ginger
Mary?
jalapeno right here.
That's your. Anyway, okay. I don't know. You took that to a place I don't feel comfortable with anymore. So we're going to put this one away for a while.
Yeah, let's do that different flavor.
Yeah. Anyway, right. Hear that, Mary? Dave's looking for a different flavor. So that is the Tennessee Hot Sauce Co., which you can find at tnhotsauceco.com. Use promo code It's Too Late. Hey, Dave.
Yes, Alan.
What time is it?
It's time for meme of the week. Hey, wait, you just said that. Okay.
Oh man, yeah, I knew that would
kept
get you.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we do have a bonus meme. Check out the bonus meme.
Uh-oh.
We're doing it, Dave. You and me.
Oh no. Wait, what's... if you'll just excuse me a moment.
Yeah. Oh man, how are we doing on time, Dave? We good?
Yeah, I think we got enough time for all the viewer mail.
All right. Well, let's answer all of your mail.
Actually, no. We're doing all right.
We're doing all right now. Halfway through this,
Yeah.
we won't be doing all right anymore.
No.
Aaron Kinder writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what do people misunderstand about you the most? Dave, what do people misunderstand about you?
I'm actually a pretty sharp guy, and even though I might not act like it on the show, I like the self-deprecating
Yeah,
humor.
Yeah, good job, Dave. Yeah,
yeah,
got it.
I like
Nailed it.
so I lean into that. I act silly and stuff, but yeah. What about
Yeah. See, Dave and I are just playing characters on television.
you? Yeah.
So this is just who we are on the show, but in real life, of course, Dave is a pretty sharp guy, and me, I'm actually really nice.
Oh.
I will never back you again. I'm such a nice guy that I'm never going to back you again. Gary Deisher writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what's one of the best things about living in the town you live in? Dave, best thing about the town you live in?
It's just kind of average. It's never too busy. There's not a lot of traffic. I got a 10-minute commute to work.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of bars, a lot of churches. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice place.
Yeah.
Nice place to raise kids. How about you?
You were telling me it's very white. That's what you said off air, but
I would not say something.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Actually, I tell you what, we're only a few weeks away from Mule Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In Columbia,
Worth
Tennessee,
it right there.
1st of April is Mule Day, ladies and gentlemen. But the locals don't really dig it too much, because if you've seen one Mule Day, you've kind of you've seen them all. Yeah. Like, look, mules.
All over town.
Yeah. Just crapping,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you ever think, like, in the olden days when everyone was riding horses around, they had, like, street urchins that their job would be to clear the crap off the roads for, like, a 10 penny or whatever. Yeah.
It was really bad.
We don't have
New York
those.
City was nuts.
Yeah. So for the one day of the year where we have that problem, but we don't have that solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I actually named a bad thing about living in my town instead of a good thing. Ponchos. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Celeste Annis writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is something you would enjoy eating 300 of? Dave?
Oh,
300 of.
300. That's a lot. I guess cheeseburgers. I really like cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you and me. We're going to do that. Me and Dave are going to eat 300 cheeseburgers at the live
event.
Yeah.
I'm actually really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hype. Mary, stop it. We're doing it. just get with the program. All right.
Sliders. Not bad.
Lyle Durio writes, Dear Alan and Dave, would you like to come help me build a barn?
No.
Dave, you're from Pennsylvania. Y'all are like into that, right?
Well, not all of us, but I would actually like to go there just to learn from Lyle how to build a barn. It'd be a neat skill to have.
Well, he's asking for help. He's not saying come watch me do it. I don't think Lyle's Amish. I don't know. Yeah. You're the one who looks the most Amish out of us.
Yeah. I'll go there and it's just automatically raise a barn. Like I didn't even know I could do it.
Yeah, just in a day. Yeah. Lyle, the answer is no. All right. Andrew Avery writes, sorry, Lyle. Andrew Avery writes, Dear Alan and Dave, if you had a fear of speed bumps, would you slowly get over it?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want your alignment out of whack, then
yeah.
Brooke Atkinson writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is the most important book of this century? Nerd. My goodness.
Right. Reading books.
Reading is for rich people, Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keith McQuarrie writes, Dear Alan and Dave, are you concerned about the Mothman? No.
Mothman? I don't think he's from around here.
No.
Oh, no, but he shows up if there's going to be a tragedy. He could be anywhere. I heard he was at Chernobyl.
Yeah. I know where he is every Wednesday night at 9:00 Eastern time. Chris Malyard writes, Dear Alan and Dave, will AOC be in Congress as long as Nancy Pelosi? Yeah.
No.
Well, it's not like you or I have any say on the matter.
Yeah.
It's those tards up there are going to vote for her. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. AOC should come to Mule Day. What? Josh Wright writes, Dear Alan and Dave, with St. Patrick's Day coming up, how do you plan to keep the British off your land?
Ooh.
I mean, probably the same way we always have. It's just put them in the old meat grinder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say something stupid like toothbrushes, but...
Oh. Yeah, I was just going to kill them.
Yeah.
Just shoot them, yeah. Like, you know those red coats that they wear? And you're like, why do they... Like, everyone can see them in big lines of red coats. What is that for? See... Some people used to think that the reason why they wore all those red coats is because it was very intimidating to see like the British military front coming at you. But as it turns out, those red coats don't reflect bullets.
Reflect.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't really work. That's what I'm saying.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Like they're not level 4 plates. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for ruining the bit, Dave. Mary Lynn Willimowski writes, Dear Alan and Dave. Dear Alan and Dave. What a perfect time for Mary's question. Yeah. When someone sneezes, do you say bless you or nothing at all?
All right.
What's the story, Dave?
Okay. So growing up, I think my grandfather used to be like Catholic, and then he switched to Baptist, and he was real like Bible thumper. And I just remember him yelling at me saying, well, not yelling, but lecturing me saying, bless you. Like you're blessing them because their spirit left their body or something, or it was something like that. But my grandfather told me not to say it, I think.
Yeah.
So I just never did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why are you so rude? You're just supposed to.
It does feel rude, but I just
like I'm not even a religious person, and I do say it.
Yeah.
Because it's just what you say.
And I can't pronounce that, but Gesundheit or whatever that is. And that probably just means the same thing in German.
Yeah, imagine that. The freaking Polak doesn't know the German word. Yeah. You people have had a lot of contentious moments in the past. I've understood from perusing history. Yeah. Oh well.
You get rolled over every once in a while.
Oh, Dave. All right. Guys, we're going to be back with Mike Maharrey of the 10th Amendment Center right after this commercial break. Don't go away.
Funny, right?
What the fuck is going on here? What have you been doing? What have you been doing here? What have you been doing?
Let's talk about our feelings.
No, but here's how to start up a 250,000-watt generator. First, engage manual control. Then, arm your wicket system. Then, open the wicket slowly, start at about 30%. Then, engage your exciter. Match your voltage, match your frequency, and match your phase. And at just the moment when you come into sync, engage your made grid tiebreaker and tie into the national power grid. Then kick everything into automatic control so the PLC can take over. And that's how you bring a 250,000-watt generator online and tie into the national power grid.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Our guest this evening, who has now, I think, the 5th most appearances on the show behind me, the host, and then the 3 people who have been producers on the show, so they were on like every week for some number of months or years. And then there's Mike Maharrey, who's the National Communications Director of the 10th Amendment Center, which you can find at 10thamendmentcenter.com. I think if you put /donate on the end, and then there's going to be a little blank in there, and you put in your card, and you put in 999-999-99, and then you hit the enter button and just see what happens.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I totally approve. Let's do that.
All right. Well, speaking of money we don't have, hey, Mike, you and I talked a couple of weeks ago about coming back on the show for episode 300. And I had said, you've been writing a lot lately about the dreaded CBDCs and the concept of the weaponization of the dollar. So I want you to tell folks at home, what do you mean? What is weaponizing the dollar?
So basically, it's just using the dollar as a foreign policy tool. So the U.S. has economic power. The dollar is the reserve currency. Everybody needs dollars. And so the United States can cut off access to dollars to punish wayward countries for doing things that they don't like. For instance, after Russia invaded Ukraine, the United States and most of her Western allies froze all of Russia's assets. And that means that Russia can't access those assets. Now they're floating the idea, and Janet Yellen actually brought this up publicly a couple of weeks ago. They want to unfreeze those assets and basically just give them to Ukraine. So you might say that they're talking about stealing Russia's assets. And you might justify that. You might say, well, that's fine because Russia's bad and Russia invaded Ukraine. But the reason we call it the weaponization of the dollar is because other countries are watching this. And, if I have control of something that you have, and you know that I'm going to use that to manipulate you, what are you going to do with that thing?
Sure, yeah. I want to keep it away from you.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna try to get rid of it, right?
Well, I think hold on a second, because I think that's there's a little bit of confusion there. Is that if somebody says, because we heard this too with Iran, right? It's like, oh well, Iran has frozen assets, and then the U.S. decides what to do with them or to give them back, which by the way kind of implies that they took them. Just FYI, or in the example you're using, they froze Russia's assets. Now, besides the fact that it's really cold in Russia, so I don't think that's the kind of frozen you're talking about. How does that process happen? Like, how does a Western nations, in this case the United States, have control of assets of Russia's to begin with that they can freeze? How do you even go about doing that?
Well, there's a lot of ways within the financial system and globally that the United States can exert influence. And one of the most powerful things is this system called SWIFT. And I can't remember the acronym off the top of my head, but basically it's a giant electronic network that facilitates global payments all across the world. And because the dollar is the world's reserve currency, the SWIFT system runs on dollars. And therefore, because the U.S. controls the dollars, it can actually shut countries out of that SWIFT system. And that's what they've done with Russia. Russia simply can't do business. So they have to find alternatives in order to facilitate business. And of course they do, but it's inconvenience for them. And why would you want to put up with that? So why not just create your own payment systems that are based on rubles or yen or yuan or gold or whatever? And so that's the difficulty of using the dollar as a weapon. Other countries see it. They're like, we don't want to be manipulated. Let's just get rid of dollars. And that's a big problem for the United States, because one of the ways the U.S. has been able to continue to borrow and spend at the tremendous level that it has is because there's a great demand for dollars around the world, because dollars facilitate global trade. If China's buying something from Saudi Arabia, they convert it to dollars and then do the business. If you don't need dollars, then demand for dollars will drop and the value of the dollar will drop. So we're kind of playing with fire. And I say we, I mean the government. I don't have anything to do with it, but kind of playing with fire in that if you're undermining demand for your own thing, for your dollars, that could significantly alter the U.S. economy in the future. If enough countries say, you know what, we're done with the dollar, we're going to use some alternative, the inflationary pressure in the United States would be tremendous.
Well, I think one of the times you've been on the show in the past, we talked about, and forgive me using such a heavy term, but regime uncertainty, where, you know, if a country, say the aforementioned Iran or a Russia or a China or anyone else, if they were to sign a treaty for trade or nuclear armament or what have you with the U.S. government during one particular presidential administration, and then 4/8 years later, the next administration comes in and says, "Oh no, this isn't good anymore," and tears it up. Then you know, as you put it, the world is watching, right? So then, why would any country enter into any agreement with the United States after that?
Right, and you know, it's interesting because most people, when you talk about weaponization of the dollar and de-dollarization, which is kind of what goes along with it, and that means using other currencies instead of the dollar, so replacing the dollar with other things. Usually when you talk about that, you think of enemies of the United States. You think of China, who incidentally is buying a lot of gold right now, or you think of Russia or Iran. But back during the Trump or the early years of the administration, the Trump administration, when they tore up the Iran nuclear treaty, the European Union wasn't real keen on that. And so they actually created an alternative payment system so that they could continue to do business with Iran using euros instead of dollars. So it's not just, you know, enemies. It could also be allies. I mean, nobody wants to have a billy club hanging over their head. And that's the danger. If you use a hammer, there's always the chance it's going to swing back and hit you. And I think that that's the risk that the U.S. is playing when it uses the dollar as basically a weapon.
Well, kind of as a brief segue here, so let's talk a minute about CBDCs, which is central bank digital currency, if I get that correct. So what is a CBDC? Because I think a lot of people, when they hear that phrase or when they see it talked about on the news, they think to themselves, well, wait a minute, I don't have any cash in my wallet. I just use a debit card and it just comes out of my account and goes into their account. Well, it was all done with ones and zeros online. Isn't that a central bank digital currency? I don't understand the difference.
Well, it is. There is some similarity, and there really is a broader movement globally to get rid of cash, because if you and I do a transaction in cash, nobody can trace that transaction, right? I mean, unless somebody actually saw it and took pictures. When we do business,
I can promise you there's no pictures out there with me having money, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, and so if you're doing, you know, transaction through a bank using a bank card, then there's a record. Central bank digital currency takes that to a whole nother level. It's basically a digital dollar. It is issued by the central bank, and it is fully traceable from front to back end with it's basically like Bitcoin. Most people are probably familiar with Bitcoin. It's done on this thing called the blockchain. And you can go back and you can look at every change of hands that Bitcoin has gone through. A central bank digital currency would allow the U.S. government to do the exact same thing. And since everything is controlled within that closed system, then the control that they can have over you is tremendous. I mean, first off, just tracking. They could find out when you go get your coffee at Starbucks, which might not matter, or they could find out when you go buy your AR-15 or go get an abortion. So lots of ways to track what you're doing. And then there's the whole potential of them being able to just basically turn off your money, which you have some risk of that in the normal commercial banking system, although banks are ostensibly private. A central bank digital currency is controlled directly by the government. So if you were to run afoul of the government, they could just say, well, you know, Alan Mosley, we're going to turn off your money. Not that you have any, but if you did, they could turn it off.
Oh, no.
I went there.
No, that's okay. Well, so that kind of gets me thinking, because you had mentioned earlier talking about some of the different forms of transactions and different countries around the world doing de-dollarization, saying, well, fine, if you're going to take your ball and go home, then we'll figure out other ways of transacting with one another. I think something sort of the boogeyman in the room, right, is the infamous, the almost mythical at this point collapse of the dollar. oh, the whole rest of the world's going to quit accepting dollars and the dollar's going to collapse and it's not going to be the global reserve currency anymore. So I want you to talk, if you could, because I know that's a really big topic in of itself, but kind of give us some insight into sort of this like double-edged sort of conversation of, on the one hand, there's lots of people looking for ways of transacting without using dollars. You think of cryptocurrency, for instance. People think, well, the dollar's bad and we feel like it's going to eventually collapse anyway, so we're going to figure out other methods. And yet at the same time, if you and I woke up tomorrow morning and the dollar had collapsed and the rest of the world wasn't accepting it, that would be, an economic doomsday for all of us. I mean, globally, it would be an economic doomsday. So try for us, again, I know I'm giving you like, oh, this is like 2 sentences max from Maharrey, but try to square the circle of, on the one hand, people are almost purposely poking barbs at the dollar, but on the other hand, if the dollar were to collapse tomorrow, we'd be doomed.
Yeah, it is kind of a double-edged sword. And I think that kind of the answer to that question lies in the how does this play out, right? Because I do think ultimately the dollar is doomed. All fiat currencies are doomed because governments can't resist the temptation to continue to create more of it. And that's the beauty of something like a gold standard or a commodity-based money. There's a finite amount that you can expand it. But if you have just fiat money that's backed by nothing, you can create it infinitely. Governments can't resist that temptation, so eventually they inflate away its value. And every fiat currency ultimately has failed, and the dollar will eventually fail too. But I don't think it's going to be like we wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden, you read the headline on Yahoo News, the dollar has collapsed. I think you're looking at something that's going to play out a long time over time. A slow decline, as empires typically do. And you're going to see the value of the dollar slowly degrade, the US's power in the world slowly devolve away. And eventually you'll wake up one day and realize, oh my gosh, the dollar's collapsed. It's one of those things that they talk about how things happen slowly and then all at once. I think it's very slowly. And then at some point, there's going to be that tipping point. But I don't think it's going to happen fast. And I think people are wise to find alternatives to the dollar, alternatives to anything. And really, in my opinion, that's how money should be set. It shouldn't be set by the government or some institution or some PhD somewhere. Money should evolve, as money did in the past, out of the market. What do people want to use? What do people find to be the best money? Historically, gold and silver have been considered sound, good money. There may be something else, but let those things compete in the marketplace. Right now, we have a monopoly on money where governments control all of it, and we see the results of it. We see profligate spending. We see unsustainable debt. We see booms and busts and collapses, and that's going to continue until we have sound money. So I think that we need to be aware of what's going on with the dollar. I don't think we need to panic about it. I don't think, that you need to go take all your money out of the bank and, buy silver bars. But if you want to, go to moneymetals.com because that's the place to buy your silver bars. But I do think that we're seeing this slow degradation of the dollar, more and more people wanting to find alternatives. And I think in the near term, we may see more of a system where there are multiple reserve currencies with the dollar having a little less. And again, that's going to cause problems for our economy because as the world depends less on the dollar, we're not going to be able to print as many. And that's a problem for a government that can't seem to get its spending under control.
Well, on that note, Mike, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but I think when we come back for episode 300, you and I will do a little bit of a potpourri segment where I'm going to try to paint you into a corner on all the most dramatic topics of the day so that everyone walks away from this video with a downvote.
Nothing I like better than a potpourri of topics.
Well, I think it's potpourri, but God forbid I can stop you from pot for 5 freaking... Guys, we're going to be back with Mike Maharrey at the 10th Amendment Center right after this commercial break. Don't go away. It's Too Late with Alan Mosley is proudly supported by Fox & Sons Coffee. Fans of It's Too Late use code ITL and receive 18% off orders of $25 or more. Shipping's always free on orders over $37.99, so get yours today at their website, which is www.foxandsons.com. It's www.foxandsons.com. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We are still joined by my good friend Mike Maharrey of the 10th Amendment Center. Mike, are you ready to start alienating the audience?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Which of these two options would you rather have? $1 million of Bitcoin or $1 million of gold and silver?
Oh, I can't have both.
Nope, you got to pick one. You're getting $1 million, but you can only accept it in one of those two ways. And you can't mix them either. No diversifying the portfolio. A or B.
All right. Well, I'm going hard money. I'm going gold and silver.
Okay. Do you want to say why, or do you want to say screw them?
I mean, I am not anti-Bitcoin or anti-crypto. I'm not Peter Schiff. But I do know that gold and silver have stood the test of time. They've been money for 5,000 years. They have all of the attributes of money. And if you look at over time, they tend to hold their value. You know, I don't think that gold and silver are necessarily good investments because they're non-yielding, but they do hold their value. An ounce of gold would buy you a fine suit in 1900, and an ounce of gold will buy you a fine suit today. So I'm going to go with that confidence, and not that I'm dissing Bitcoin or crypto, but if I'm taking $1 million, I want to be confident that I'm still going to have $1 million in 10 years. So I'm going to go with the hard money.
All right. Okay. We'll accept that. Crypto Bros, the comment section is below. That's at Mike Maharrey. All right. The next question, Mike, I know you saw it because you retweeted it. I actually put up a poll this past week. That the inspiration for the poll was this whole business going on with the Boeing whistleblower and all that stuff, who was found tragically having killed himself after blowing the whistle on Boeing and being excited to testify against him. Imagine that. What a change of heart he had. Which leads me to this poll right here. Do you believe the American ruling class, be it government, military, industrial complex, corporations, whatever, do they have people murdered? Now, this is not meant to be they have ever. This is they are currently doing so. Now, 96.5% of the respondents said, yeah, the Illuminati is picking us off one by one. Sure, why not? And 3.5% are in fact the killers in this
Right.
in this poll. Mike Maharrey, does your government kill people?
Absolutely. I've already voted. I'm in the, what was that, 95.6.
Yeah.
I'm in that group. I'm not in the killer group. I'm in the killed group. So,
Okay.
I don't even think it's that cynical in this day and age. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just because I'm cynical, but I mean I wouldn't even hesitate. It's not even something that makes me go,
Yeah.
I'm certain they do. If not domestically, and I think they probably do domestically, but certainly they're often people overseas.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing, is that I think overwhelmingly people know, oh yeah, well, you know, be it the CIA or just the military in general, sure, we're drone striking people left and right, and there's always collateral damage. So if you're counting that, then it's an obvious slam dunk. But for the spirit of the poll really more is, do you think there are extrajudicial killings of American citizens on American soil?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, I don't even hesitate with that. I mean, we're talking about a CIA that experimented with LSD on its own people. You know, I mean,
yeah.
There are no scruples here. You know, and you've got these people like, it's for the better good, the greater good. So
no, we're not even doing greater. It's just better at this point.
It's just better. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for the average.
Yeah. All right. Well, boy, I didn't mince words with that one. All right. So what was it? A couple of weeks ago now, I did a little segment on Aaron Bushnell, which was the young airman who self-immolated, which is really just too metal of a word to say. Tragically, set themselves on fire in protest of Israel's actions in Gaza and against the Palestinians, and that, of course, sparked a lot of conversation online. A lot of people on one side saying basically, well, this guy's just mentally ill, and people on the other side saying that, oh, well, this was quite a protest. And of course, he's not the first person to have ever done that. Thinking back famously to the war in Vietnam. But my take on it was more of if that were one of my loved ones, I would be very disappointed in their actions. I'm not going to lie to you, because as I cynically say, I think that's something you and I have very much in common is, gosh, Maharrey, it's been a couple of weeks since he died and Palestine still isn't free. Imagine that.
Right.
What was your take on that?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. We live in a world that loves symbolism. You might say symbolism over substance. And it was certainly a vivid symbolic act. And you can't deny that it sparked discussion. But did it spark real change? Or did it even change anybody's mind? I doubt it. And I've had this discussion in private. I mean, there's a lot of things that he could have done beyond setting himself on fire to make the situation better. And I think you mentioned, stand in front of the Army Recruiting Center and talk young men out of joining up for the Empire Brigades. So, yeah, I think that it's a little bit sick and twisted, and it's, certainly sensational. And I'm not going to deny that it created a stir, but I think it was unfortunately symbolism over substance. And, I mean, I hate to say that and denigrate the guy's life, but I don't know. I'm with you on that. I think there are better, more effective ways, but those are hard ways. People don't want to do the work. It's like
yes.
It's like people who want to complain about the person in office or the bill. Let's use that as an example. This horrible bill that's going to pass, but they don't even have 10 minutes to call their representative. So actually getting people to do something is difficult. So I would have liked to have seen that young man's energy channeled into something a little bit more productive than destroying his own life.
Well, I told you earlier, I got a lot of hate mail for that little, whatever it was, 3, 4 minute, 5 minute segment that I did on him. Because, and frankly, to be honest, to all the haters out there, everybody wants a martyr, but no one wants to get up off the couch.
Right.
And that's terribly disappointing. And I also had a lot of people attack me, by the way, for my little tongue-in-cheek comment at the end where I had the White House, the Pentagon, the Capitol building, the CIA, and said, if you, why set yourself on fire when you can set a Fed on fire? And I had people say, Alan, that's inciting violence. That's wrong. I'm going to report this video. And I thought, okay, so these people are fine with you killing yourself, just not killing any of the bad guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. How am I the bad guy here?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was definitely violence, right? It just was directed at himself. I mean, I guess you could say that he chose to do that, but nah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. I guess really what it boils down to for me is that, and same thing with the poll from earlier, is if people have such a strong opinion about, okay, well, the state is evil. And by the way, I'm not just talking about kind of our niche autistic libertarian and ANCAP audience. I mean, just the public at large. Most people don't think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself.
Right.
And I don't mean most libertarian. I mean most people. Mm-hmm. This Boeing guy, everyone on Twitter who's looking like, yeah, he didn't kill himself. They killed him. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, so if everyone very just nonchalantly agrees that, oh yeah, they had him killed, and we're not going to get into who they is, but they had him killed. It's like, okay, so you're dealing with really powerful, really evil people who will stop at absolutely nothing to get what they want. So far be it for me to tell people, like, the older I get, the more I'm like, I'm not going to scream voting is violence and all that cringe nonsense. If you want to go vote for your particular brand of authoritarianism, whatever. I hope you win so you can instill your worldview on everyone else. I mean, I guess it's better than the alternative, right? So look, I'm not here to debate that. All I'm saying is that if those people can walk into a maximum security prison and twist Epstein's head around backwards, then I don't think they're just going to go, oh, shucks, when they lose an election 51-49.
Right. Yeah, it kind of undercuts the myth that, people in government are benevolent public servants, and they're not there to make money or to have power. They're there to take care of you. And it's true. They are.
They'll take care of you, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I was about to say. They are there to take care of you. Believe me. No, they're there to increase their own power and their own wealth and their own authority. And I've said this for a long time. I believe that most people who raise to high levels in politics are sociopaths. And if you go do it sometime, go Google the characteristics of a sociopath, and then compare those to the skills necessary to be a successful politician, and they line right up. So, with all due respect to politicians, and with all due respect, I mean none.
Well, I think, because you and I have talked about this before, is that sure, I don't mean to be so cynical to say that you and I couldn't sit here and at least rattle off a short list of names of people that we would say, I feel pretty confident that guy is not a bloodthirsty tyrant. Yeah, I don't think Thomas Massey wants to kill us if we disagree with him. I feel fairly confident in saying that. But with that said, not to be a hypocrite, I think at the same time, a lot of the issue is everyone's opinion is, oh, but not my guy. Yeah. My guy's not like, I mean, how did the Nancy Pelosi's and Mitch McConnell's of the world get reelected for 50 years? Well, of course, Congress's approval rating is 1%, but my congressman's approval rating it's probably only 30, but that's higher than 1%. Right. And so, and that is a phenomenon that stretches the generations.
Yeah. And I think it even goes a bit further. I think it's not necessarily even as much individuals, although you do have individuals that rise to that cult of personality level. But I don't think that there's a lot of people out there, even your diehard Democrats, that are like, man, Joe Biden is just the best, right? No, he's the Democrat, so we're going to vote for him.
Yeah.
And so you get this party mentality, and it's not even that my guy is okay, but it's like, well, Mitch McConnell, he's pretty horrible, but he's a Republican at least, So I think you even get that phenomenon going in, the whole party, red team, blue team stuff.
Well, I think, there being too is that it's, on the one hand, anyone, because you hear the phrases of like, being perpetually online, right? You need to get off the internet, you need to go touch grass. And one of the reasons why I like to try to start some of our conversations from a really basic level and build up is because I think 99.9% of the people out there haven't ever heard of half of the things we talk about. I don't mean have a negative opinion. I mean, they don't know. They don't have an opinion on it. And I usually defend kind of the salt of the earth types because they're trying to go to work, right? They're trying to pay their bills and feed their families. It's like, look, man, I'm sure that article you wrote about CBDCs is just gosh darn interesting, but rent's due and I got to be up early and I can sympathize with that. It's rational ignorance, right? I'm ignorant about a lot of things, rationally or otherwise. But at the same time, I think that most people would agree with you if you were to just say, well, an election between Biden and Trump is bad because on net, most people don't want that election and most people don't want those two candidates like as a combination. They don't want to see that election. And yet in a system that allegedly is the will of the people, that's what we got.
That's what we got.
And so here we are.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you're right about the rational ignorance. I spend most of my time writing about monetary policy. It's taken me years to understand monetary policy, and I still don't completely understand monetary policy. So how can I expect some guy who's just trying to, you know, whatever he's doing during the day, and he has to deliver pizzas at night because he's not making enough money doing whatever he's doing at day to pay his bills. He gets that the money's effed up, but, you know, how can I expect him to understand the intricacies of the bond market, right? I mean, it's just there's only so much time in a day, and his time is taken up. So, you know,
well,
I don't know.
I think, and I'm sorry to interrupt you because that just spurred this comment that I want you to reply to, is that if you had that guy's attention right now and you said, no, look, I know that this is a lot to digest, but let me lay out this case for you. I think that even the most well-meaning person who tries their best to understand what you're throwing at them could listen and go, and then when you're done with your presentation, say, okay, well, what the hell do you want me to do about it?
That's true, and that's a fair question. Vote harder, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there is value in people understanding. You know, I think maybe the greatest hope is that more and more people actually disengage, and just that the whole thing falls apart from lack of legitimacy. I don't know that could ever happen, but you know, I don't think you're going to vote your way to liberty or prosperity. And you know, there's so much power and corruption in the government, especially as you go into higher levels. The only thing that I can do, and this is my work, is to try to gum up the works as much as possible by using these various power sources to compete against each other and hopefully create a little bit of gridlock. But you know, maybe the greatest hope is Joe Blow, who is too busy to fathom all of this, that just doesn't even care. But then, you know, I get to the other side of that. Somebody's going to say, oh, well, like Plato said, or whoever it was, you know, if you don't pay attention to politics, it'll certainly pay attention to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to watch hockey.
Well, on that note, but since we're running short on time, I want us to take at least a few minutes to mention the 10th Amendment Center, which of course you can find at the 10th Amendment, it's just 10thamendmentcenter.com. So folks who have watched this show for long enough, I haven't exactly kept it a secret. I do some stuff for TAC every now and again. Yeah, there's this guy with black rim glasses that goes, write this. And I immediately say, yes, sir. And then he says, he was just kidding. He doesn't give a shit. But, one of the things, and I've said this before on shows, is that one of the things that I think has been a striking learning experience for me in kind of delving into the world of, you know, localization and state level politics and nullification and 10th Amendment is in particular the bill reports that I write and then send to you to totally rewrite and then upload, where so often we're looking at a bill that this isn't its first rodeo. It's been introduced a second time, a third time, a fourth time. And I don't mean with edits. Sometimes it's just a copy pasta of the previous bill, because it can be, you know, one legislative cycle, another, just to get into a committee and then get a few more votes and then get into another committee and then get a few more votes. And then it's gone and it's away for a year or two. And then it's reintroduced by a different sponsor and it's the same bill and they give it another go. And I guess ultimately what I'm getting at is I think, I think most people have no idea how the legislative cycle works at any level, but even in their own state, close to home. And two, I think a concept that's really hard for people who only see that there's an election once every 4 years between two old white guys, that they don't get how it can take generations of battling to get that one bill. And I'll turn this over to you to comment, but it reminds me, I went to an event not long ago and I was seated next to a lawyer, which of course obviously that means blow my brains out, right? But he actually said, for one of the lizard people, he actually said something really profound, which was one of the toughest things about legislating whether it be, trying to pass good legislation like raw milk or, ending a federal prohibition on anything for that matter. If you're a school choice person, or if you're trying to ban CBDCs from being recognized as money in your state, whatever it is that you have to be vigilant, and you have to be willing to go to war legislatively for the censors on YouTube. You have to be willing to go at it year after year after year, session after session after session, to crawl those little bitty inches. But on the other side of the coin, they only have to win once. If somebody wants to pass a bill that says, oh, well, Mike Maharrey can't do podcasts anymore, they only got to get their foot in the door one time. And the one time you don't have 51% of the votes, you're out. You've just lost a little bit of liberty. It just seems like an impossible battle to win to a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I always go back to this quote by Thomas Jefferson. I really like it. And he said, the ground of liberty is to be gained by inches. And so we take that inch and then we press forward for what we can take additionally. And, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if you go and put your 99999.99 into the donation at the 10th Amendment Center, that you're going to get liberty. Still do it.
Yeah, I was about to say, please don't sell us short, but yeah.
But we live in a real world, right? And we all have to decide how we want to engage in it. For me, it's important to try to gain a little bit of space, even if it's just an inch, for liberty. If not for me, for my kids. And so that's why I do what I do. I can be as pessimistic as the next guy, and a lot of times I am. But
correct.
I know for a fact, yes, just ask me about the lightning. But I know for a fact that if I don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. So I do what little I can, and I hope we can gain that inch, and maybe somebody can build on that inch, and we'll get 2 inches, and maybe in 5 years we'll have at least 5 inches of liberty. That would be better than what we have now. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on.
Well, a wise friend of mine once wrote that I don't know if I can stop the destroyers, but I can be a builder. So, Mike, on that note, where can people go to you to support you and find more of your stuff?
Well, of course, you can go to 10thamendmentcenter.com. And as you've already noted, there's no the. So just 10thamendmentcenter.com, TENTH. And if you're interested in following more of my musings on the Fed and sound money and those types of things, you can go to moneymetals.com. So that's moneymetals.com/news. And most of what is up there, not all of it, but most of that stuff up there is written by me. And if you want to buy precious metals, it's a good place to do that too. I'll throw a little shameless plug. If you want to go to my own website, michaelmaharrey.com, I haven't updated anything in a while, but my old podcast is up there and some interesting stuff. So I'm out there. You can find me.
Mike, we're going to get you out of here on this one. Are you ready for the bonus round?
I'm ready.
Is a corn dog a Wellington?
Okay, this is going to sound really stupid. I don't know what a Wellington is.
What? You know the Wellington, like where they have, you have like a steak that's inside a loaf of bread, basically. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were the guy with all the gold and silver. You were just eating Wellington every night. My mistake.
Oh, I'm spending all my money on gold and silver. There is no Wellington. Okay, so based on your description, assuming that description is accurate, I'm going to go with the big yes. Corn dog is a Wellington.
That is correct. A corn dog is, in fact, a Wellington. Mike Maharrey, thanks for celebrating episode 300 with us, buddy.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. And congratulations on 300. That is no easy feat. And I'm glad that I've got to be a little part of it.
Yeah, well, oh, man. I all the things that popped into my head were, Alan, he just said something nice. Don't say something so smart-ass and terrible. And so I won't. Guys, we're going to be back to wrap up the show right after this commercial break. Don't go away.
If
If you're enjoying tonight's show, consider supporting the program by becoming a member of our Patreon. That's over at patreon.com/Alan Mosley. Like our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Alan Mosley TV. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Alan Mosley TV. Subscribe to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Alan Mosley TV. But if you're more of a listener than a watcher, you get us on your favorite podcasting platforms of choice thanks to Spotify. It's Too Late with Alan Mosley and Alan Mosley TV. Also, don't forget to get your tickets for the 6th annual It's Too Late live show, Saturday, May 18th, in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee. Dave, do you have a final thought?
You know, throughout that interview, I think I figured it out.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney's a psyop. I have no idea where she came from. That's the only answer.
You're probably right, but as we've discussed in the past, there's a certain level of hot you can be to overcome filters. So normally we would say no feds, but for Sydney Sweeney, I mean, maybe I do like the government. I don't know.
Maybe.
300 episodes. How about that?
Wow, that's a lot.
Let's try doing 301, and we'll just take it 1 week at a time.
I like that. Baby steps.
Okay. After party?
Yeah, definitely.
Guys, the after party is only on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Alan Mosley TV. Thank you so much for watching another episode of It's Too Late, and we will see you next week. Lyle says, Alan, are you still doing your show? No.
Oh, he's not seeing the posts?
No, we're done, dude.
Yeah. People see him on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, X.
We quit like 6 months ago.
These are all replays.
Yeah. Next week's Ron Paul again, yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to see him again.
Yeah. I'm going to ask him if a hot dog is a sandwich. Cut
That's
feed.
where you get the real get the libertarian stance on that.
It's the libertarian stance on Deez Nuts.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's way too late with Alan Mosley.
Is it though?
It's pretty late. It's later for me.
Yeah. I gotta get the episode uploading onto the podcast platforms, or the listeners are gonna be upset.
The listener.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah. Hey, Robert.
will be upset.
Hey, buddy.
Oh wait, he's put.
Yeah. He only listens. He's not here. Yeah. That's too bad. Does your episode contain explicit content? No.
No.
What?
Oh my goodness, this is wholesome. 100%.
I've already forgotten. Do I change the season number at the 50, or do I change the season number after the live event? I don't remember when I changed this to season 6.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Dadgummit.
There's like 4 seasons a year, and then
no, there's only one. I just don't remember when did I switch it from season 5 to season 6. I don't know.
You want to do the after party split screen?
That's your job, man. Haven't you got this shit figured out yet?
Where's it at? Well,
God damn it, man. You're the worst.
Oh, you can't see it.
I can't see anything. Yeah. We're both blind, dude. The button that's right below Alan Dave Cam is the split screen cam, but then you got to scroll down and turn off the image corner. Can you do it? Okay. All right, there you go. Boom.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I got the sunglasses because we're stars now. See all those people on X?
Yeah, we had way too many people watching the show.
Yeah,
tonight,
that was no good.
So this is the last one, I guess. Yeah. Way too many people watching the show.
All right, I'm worried because I did some research in between the show and the after party. And okay, so Sydney Sweeney,
mm-hmm.
Her boobs are big.
Yeah, they're big,
but she's not that pretty.
What?
She's kind of homely, from what I'm looking at.
Are you? Wow, you're the biggest faggot who ever lived.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying you're gay. You're waiting to episode 300 after party to announce that you're a homosexual. My goodness, Dave.
I figured it's a big show, you know.
Well, that's why we have so many viewers. They were expecting a big announcement.
Yeah, there it is. But yeah, like here. I should make that bigger.
Yeah. Oh no! How hideous! You fucking.
I'm sorry,
Jesus, dude.
I knew I was gonna get some blowback on this.
Yeah. No, you. The only blowbacks you're getting these days, apparently, are from men because you think. What's wrong with you?
No, I'm like scrolling through.
What are you doing? What have you been doing? What are you doing?
Just some research.
I hate you so much. I can't do references with you. You don't watch the show. You don't get the...
Is this the right girl?
Yes!
Oh, okay.
That bitch is fine. Are you actually retarded? We're not friends anymore, I think. I think this is it.
I mean, her body's nice, but her face is...
What is wrong?
It's kind of unfortunate.
What? Wow.
I'm trying to find one like oh, maybe that's a bad picture. Maybe that's a bad picture.
Bad news, Mary.
No, I'm sorry.
You're gay. That's what this means. Like I'm not mad. I'm saying you're gay and I'm sorry. You know? You're actually gay, dude.
Stop it.
Chat's quiet about this. Brooke's the only one with it.
That's because they're taken aback by you, a father of 3 in a loving home.
I put on a good show.
Yeah. You've been hiding this for years, living a lie.
Okay, there. I might know where she's from with that one. You can't see it on that screen, but she with her in the Handmaid's Tale. Is that what? That looks kind of familiar.
That's the homeliest picture you could find. You probably think
I know, but I'm just saying,
don't you? What's wrong with you? There's something. wait, hold on. We're in the wrong scene for this. Hold on. We're moving. You didn't turn the shit off, Dave. All right.
He is Amish. Hey, yeah.
Dave, what's going on, man?
I mean, I was just
You're totally not a psychopath at all with all the pictures behind you. All right, no, we're going back. This is unfortunate. Totally not a psychopath.
Well, I said I'm like, who is this lady? Like, yeah. I saw that one clip that you had on the show of her in the wine glass or whatever.
I like how now your studio background when we do the show is just a bunch of pictures of Sydney Sweeney.
All right, so this one here, like, I guess it's okay.
Oh, you guess that's okay, do you?
That'd be one of the better ones.
Actually, gay. Like, hold on. I'm still sharing my screen. Like that right there. Are you kidding me, dude? Yeah, hold on. This?
Oh, she looks retarded there.
Wow. I've learned something about you. You're gay. Guys, I have a gay friend.
No.
I don't want any. That's the problem.
You've been avoiding this.
Yeah. Wow, this is something else.
I mean, milk truck, but
yeah, and she's hot. No, Brooke. No, Brooke. You're setting him up because he's just going to show a picture of Mary to try to save his marriage. No, don't even give it to him. He's just gay now. Now he's gay Dave. That's his new thing.
Now there's an emote of me with cat ears.
Yeah, and for some reason that existed before. Yeah. It's like there were signs, we just didn't see them, you know? I can't find a picture of here where I wouldn't slaughter every child in my neighborhood for this woman. Like, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Codaine, maybe Dave needs new glasses. No, they don't make glasses for whatever it is he has.
Then they wouldn't have to send us to the camps.
Yeah, you have to go pray the gay away or something.
That's the exact phrase that was in my mind.
Do they still do that? Is that still a thing?
I'm sure it is.
Like, I'm just scrolling. I can't find a picture of her that's not amazing. Like 11 of 10 in every single one of these.
Really?
One of the hottest women on the planet. And it's not even debatable. Like, there's a reason why she's trending every day.
Wait, no, but here's my counterpoint. Nah.
Your counterpoint is, but she doesn't have a penis. I know, I get it, Dave. It's fine. You can be different. It's okay.
Oh, the chess show Alien Eye chick is getting a second season.
Wow, we don't even know her name.
No, I don't either. Yeah. I know it's Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, that's her name. Is Queen's Gambit. Hey, it's Queen's Gambit. You see her out in public.
Yeah, in real life, this chick is weird looking.
Yeah, she's weird looking in not real life too. She's never not weird looking. Oh, yeah, you guys. Dave thinks that the chick from the chess show, Queen's Gambit, is kind of freaky hot, but he thinks Sydney Sweeney doesn't look good. Yeah.
Wait, let me get like No, she is super weird looking. Like, not being that character.
Yeah, she doesn't look human. She's got something going on there.
Yeah, she's got a little gray alien in her.
Yeah, that's too bad.
She's a star seed.
Wow.
But like but these ones. Let me hide me.
Yeah.
How do I do that? If I do that, oh, that just puts you on. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's missing both the ones that I was trying to show, but oh, let me take my thing here. I can grab this and like that.
Yeah.
I like that shot right there. And then this one over here. That one's okay. But like somehow they hide the freakiness.
There's something wrong with you, dude.
Uh-oh, where'd my camera go? There it is. Okay.
I don't know. We're not going to be able to overcome this, I don't think.
We finally found it.
Yeah.
The impasse.
Yeah, you're gay. That's the impasse. Like, look at this. This is the look she's going to give me all the time.
She looks cross-eyed.
What is wrong with you?
Like she's got a lazy eye or something.
Oh my
Which is fine, but I can overlook the eye. But
you have a lazy eye, and you're just seeing things like that.
Hey, Forte, who was in the Viking movie? Was it your girl?
No,
or the alien
your alien chick was in that movie. I just assume you've seen everything with that chick in it.
Oh no,
you're weird. Yeah, Jay Forte. Dave came out of the closet at the start of the after party. You're just now getting here. That was interesting. I think we're just going to move on from that, though.
Northman. Let's see what she looks like in this. Oh, is that the name of the thing? Northman. Northman. Not Am. M-A-N. Maybe we'll figure out her name.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, Anya? A-N-J? Oh, no.
Y. Yeah, guys, he's really smart. It's all an act for the show. And he's, he's totally not gay. Jesus, man. Where's Mary?
Well, she's blonde in this one. She is weird looking. Still kind of cute.
All right.
Should probably change the subject.
No, it's fine. I texted Mary so that 3 days from now, when she sees it, she'll wonder what that means.
Without context.
So I didn't turn off the stream to other platforms. I turned it off to Facebook, but I left the other ones on. But because I would feel bad about turning off. Like, there's 69 people, nice, watching over on Twitter.
Oh my gosh, that's more than the show during the show.
So if I turn it off, then they won't. These people, they don't know. They don't realize that the after party is only for Twitch.
Yeah. Well, I think that maybe they fell asleep and 69 people fell asleep.
Celeste says, now Google Timothy Oliphant and discuss that. Yeah, I bet Dave really thinks he's hot. I bet that's Dave's kind of guy.
Oh, Elephant? Timothy Elephant. Oh, that guy's weird looking. Look at that guy. This guy? Why is he next to the picture of aliens? They got something going on. And here's a Star Trek guy.
I don't know. I can't even talk to you right now.
He looks old, but it looks like he works out. Good for him. Okay, let's see. What's his best characters? Raylan Givens in Justified, never seen it. Seth Bullock in Deadwood, never seen it. Agent 47 in Hitman. So he's the star. That's what that picture was. Okay. Oh, he's in Live Free or Die Hard. Oh, it was doing Inception. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Gone in 60 Seconds. I don't remember that movie. Go. Don't really remember that movie. Trying to see ones that I remember. Scream 2. He must be outside of my what I watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any movies that I really recognize.
Yeah, sorry he's not in Castlevania.
Oh, I love that show. That is a good show.
You don't have anything to do this weekend. Watch Castlevania. You can watch the whole show, and then we won't have to go through this anymore.
Do you have any big plans for Sunday?
Sunday?
Yeah.
No, my plans are Saturday.
Oh.
Sunday, I'll be recovering from the guilt.
Oh, Mary's here.
Oh, hi, Mary. Oh, Dave's gay. I don't know if you were clued in on that. I don't know.
You think if anybody would know.
Yeah. I bet she's at least had suspicions.
I don't know. He looks like he works out. Oh, Mary knows who Timothy Oliphant is. Wait, she heard that name.
Does he like Timothy too? Yeah.
She left for like 60 seconds and then she said, I just got back. So what happened there?
Yeah, Mary, Dave had more compliments about Timothy Oliphant's physical appearance than Sydney Sweeney. So I think that kind of puts that one to bed.
I'm just saying, she's kind of homely. She's got a nice body.
Yeah, the hottest chick on the planet right now is kind of homely, says gay man from Pennsylvania. I hope Deez Nuts shows up to your neighborhood waving a gun.
Oh, no. All drunked up.
That's real. That's a real person.
And that can't be his government name. I mean, they wouldn't say it unless it was, would they?
It said in the article that his name is Deez Nuts Groll, Kroll. That is, yeah.
I just realized you can see my browser behind me. I always forget what I'm doing back there.
Yeah.
Just have random
Yeah. Oh,
things.
yeah. Just looking at men. Yeah.
Yeah, I still got Timothy Oliphant. I just closed the other tab. That's where I'm at.
The evidence is just piling up.
More people are on Twitch now.
Yeah, it's because they're
They're
excited for you turning over a new leaf.
Here, just say hi.
Oh man, how's this going? We're at 84%.
Good. We should probably change the subject. I'm telling you though, I'll die on the hill now. I've done enough research.
Yeah, you've done enough research.
I'm trying to imagine if she were to walk into the room. I guess if I didn't look at her face, I'd be like, "Wow, look at that."
Mm-hmm. Well, you're gonna know if she walked into the room because I'm just gonna start stabbing people. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna get y'all out of here.
I need some alone time with Sydney here.
All right. Good night, Lyle.
Good night, Lyle. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, Mary. Dave thinks Sydney Sweeney is homely, but thinks Timothy Oliphant obviously works out.
Yeah, he's fit looking.
Wow.
Back here. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's got to be an older picture.
I literally I'm just scrolling through Google Images, cannot find a picture of that chick that's not hot as fuck.
I couldn't find one that.
Yeah, because you're gay. I know.
I'd like to spend time riding my my electric motorbike.
Gay. Yeah. Mm.
I'm afraid to click on other tabs.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Mary, I have plans for Saturday.
Don't suffocate.
Yeah. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die a warrior's death.
What else? Now, when you count 300, you count all the iterations of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Still, that's too many.
You should just start deleting some?
At this point. Oh my, be safe.
No.
Oh,
No, I don't think I will.
what if I just...
I know, the thumbnail from last week's show, dude, or the week before, whatever it was. Like, god dang, man. Homely. My god. I can't talk to you, man. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, this yeah, here we go. This one right here. You think that bitch is homely.
All right, hold on.
I know that that's a little bit pixelated because it's a
No,
screenshot
no,
from
it's fine.
SNL.
I mean, that'd be one of the nicer pictures, but not great. Like if you just cover up the body and just look at the face. No, I'm sorry. I knew this. I knew this. I
Don't
didn't
be
think it would
sorry
this
for
big.
who you are, Dave. That's not what we're about on this show. Hey, listen, you know me. I'm
Very inclusive and accepting.
yeah, I just don't want you around children.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
Yeah, Brian,
maybe it's me.
our most watched video on YouTube was a bit that me and Sherry did where we highlighted a girl that went to the dentist office and she was like
Oh yeah.
loopy from the drugs, getting like her wisdom teeth pulled or whatever. And that's our most watched video on YouTube. And it's based entirely on the fact that a probably underaged girl was saying some explicit things.
Yeah.
And now it's got a ton of views. Imagine that.
Pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. Unlucky, dude.
All right, so I Googled hottest woman on earth, and the first one to come up was Jodie Comer. I guess she's a British something or other. And the first picture that I see, she's kind of got that cross-eyed look. So, like, maybe that's a thing. Like, where's it at? Let me see if I can bring it into this little thing. Yeah, right there. I don't know.
She's not even pretty.
No,
She's
and why would that be
inbred too.
Yeah,
You know, all English people are just disgusting.
they're weird. They're different looking. Let's see what else they had. They had so that's the one I searched. Number 2 was Ariana Grande.
Oh my god.
I don't agree with these.
She looks sticky. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
It's on the screen again. Hold on. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's just gross.
That's not right. All right, so the next one, whoever this is, Zendaya. These are kids.
Mary said, seriously, you're going to go out with that girl with the, when you put it that way. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know if going out is the right way of putting it.
Oh, okay. You got to meet each other and see if you like each other and if you want to continue with the relationship.
Said the gay man from Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Beyonce, we know that. Taylor Swift.
Well, see, Beyonce's getting too old to be on these lists, and Taylor Swift is hideous. She's just a boy. She's a 14-year-old boy. I don't.
All
get
right,
it.
what is this? Is coming from AWBI. This sounds problematic. What is this? What is AWBI? Hindi?
I don't know. You should not show things on the screen until you can confirm that they're not awful.
Oh,
Just FYI.
all right. There you go.
Now but now it's just back there on the other screen, and you're not. Number one producer in late night, ladies and gentlemen.
So what they do, the main functionality of welfare is allowing organizations that want to serve animals to work legally. What the hell is this? It's the Animal Welfare Board of India. Okay, so that explains a lot. That's why I'm a sharp dude. All right, bring me back on. So I was getting the top 10 hottest chicks in the world list from the Animal Welfare Board of India. Where do they get off?
I think that's all the internet time for you tonight.
You might be right. Why would Google give that as their main thing?
No, Mary. Mary is not handling this situation correctly, I don't think.
Oh. How about Fashion Beans? Maybe they know. Men's lifestyle. Yeah, that sounds better. Oh, yeah, here we go. Nope, never mind. We got Rihanna in first.
Okay, Mary, if you were here for the interview conversation backstage, you would know.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of heart-to-hearts.
Things get wild in the green room during the interviews.
What was the good laugh? There's always like one thing where it's like...
It was the thing about me, I need to turn my life around.
Oh,
yeah. Remember that?
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit much, yeah. Okay.
It was...
Yeah, we get pretty deep.
Yeah. It started off really heavy, and then it got really funny for some reason. It's our coping mechanism.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crush it down and laugh about it.
You're going out and having fun, right?
Out.
Yeah. Out.
Quiet night in.
Well, the show's uploaded.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, these lists are retarded.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to wait a while for the new lists because, I mean, Sydney Sweeney's just the most recent PSYOP, so you got to give it 6 months.
New Girls just dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw that one girl.
How old is Sydney Sweeney?
She looks like she's in her 40s.
You're a goddamn retard. She's 26.
She kind of has a tired face. And man, life has hit her hard.
You just keep doubling down on what
I do. I am. I'm not.
She was born in the same month as me, but in 1997.
Holy cow, I was graduating high school.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, she's 26, so she's only 12 years younger than me. That's not as many as some other people.
Evelyn Carnan O'Connell. So that's what Brooks says. Let's check that out. Since Mary Googled her, I'm allowed to. All right.
Yeah. Brooks says my dad and stepmom are 12 years apart. Yeah, me and Sydney Sweeney are just made for each other. Then.
Yeah.
It's happening.
All right, this lady.
No, that's Rachel Weisz or whatever, and she's not pretty at all.
It's Evelyn O'Connell. Oh, she was in The Mummy?
That actress right there is Rachel Weisz.
Right here. It says Rick and Evie. Whoa. Maybe it's a character name?
I hate you so much. This is going off the rails so fast. Can you guys quit giving Dave things to think about? Jesus. And she's not even cute, dude.
That's Evelyn O'Connell.
That's the character's name!
Oh.
God. That actress's name is Rachel Weisz. All right, right now, bet your life if I'm right or wrong.
I will not.
Bet your life on it, Dave.
Your songs aren't coming true.
This is why I write those songs. This is why I write the songs about you. Yeah, she's a 4, dude. Maybe a 3. She's a 3.5 on a good day.
Oh man, she died, but then she was shortly resurrected. She was born in 1903 in England.
I'm gonna wait till you clear all that stuff off your screen before we go back. All right, we're moving on from that.
All right, so Evelyn O'Connell, right? I mean, they have her whole family in here in Wikipedia. Oh, that. Characters. We're characters.
Mm-hmm. What's your shirt say?
Oh,
sorry I'm late. I want to come. Okay.
I don't want to come. Yeah.
Okay. You haven't even seen the movie, have you?
What's that?
The Mummy? Yeah, with Brendan Fraser.
I don't know if I have.
My God.
Wait, so...
Oh, hey, Mary, are you still here? Listen, Dave informed me that he has enough time this weekend that y'all can binge watch Castlevania.
I'm down.
Let's just get this behind us.
We're gonna make some Reubens. We're gonna do some car bombs, and we're gonna watch Castlevania.
Yeah. It's super quick. It's an easy binge worthy show.
And we're already like most of the way through it. We'll probably have to like recap. You know.
Yeah, you're most of the way through the 4-episode first season. Yeah.
Didn't we finish?
Of a 4-season show. Yeah. No, Mary, y'all aren't almost done. He's gaslighting you. I don't think y'all
Almost
finished the
what?
second season.
Mary says we watched the first 2 seasons. I believe her.
All right, well, y'all just need to watch the whole thing over again, I think. The first season is literally only 4 episodes. You can watch the whole first season in like an hour and 15 minutes. So just watch Castlevania so we can talk about Castlevania, so I can just at least remove this one stressor from my life. It's the little victories, you know? Today it's Castlevania, tomorrow it's Sydney Sweeney, and then we'll take it from there.
I'm still trying to... Oh, that's her character name. She said it in the chat. It's gorgeous. Okay. Okay, I think I got this sorted out. See, Brooke was talking about a character in a movie, not an actual actress. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. Oh, crap. You're giving me that look again. I think that was a pretty good after party. Was there anything else we should have talked about other than...
Probably anything else. Yeah. Well, we can't talk about my Saturday in the after party.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's only for the green room during the interviews.
Oh, alcohol doesn't work on them.
Yeah, that's why codeine. I can't get drunk. I'm basically immune to substances and pain. Yeah, I'm like a mutant. I'm one
you
of
can
the
get
X-Men.
Alcohol poisoning, but
yeah. Yeah, I'm one of the X-Men, and my mutant power is I just don't really feel.
Yeah, there's
Except for anger. I do feel that. I don't feel anything
Maybe,
else.
yeah.
Yeah. I am raging, just not a raging alcoholic. Yeah. So I'm raging, Dave's an alcoholic, and with our powers combined... God damn it, tomorrow's Thursday. God.
Ooh. Have a blessed Thursday.
I don't know, there's still a couple of days for our plans to fall through, you know.
Yeah, I don't like committing to anything.
Well, I think it's worth it for this. Just the one time, though.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, we should get this perspective from Mary about if let's just say hypothetically, I had a run-in with someone and then I decided I didn't want to see or talk to them ever again.
Ooh.
But I've been doing a podcast for like 6.5 years, and if you Google my name, it's just...
It's everything. Mostly you.
It's everything about me. Yeah. So if a crazy person were to, you know, oof, question mark? This is why we got to make sure that Aaron gets through his PT so that he doesn't leave early. The mod has to be here with his finger on the trigger. How cool would it be if we got a jazz band to play this song at our final show?
That would be weird. Weird. That'd
you
be
just
cool.
Don't like
That's
anything I like, huh? Jesus.
I was paying attention to my brain. This was a fun show.
Episode 300 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Maharrey was great. We talked about some cool stuff. Monologue was sharp.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I mean, my performance.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Viewer mail was pretty weak this week. Y'all got to do better. Is it the Mothman key?
It's the audience fault.
Yeah.
I like the Mothman question.
Yeah.
That resonated.
Yeah. Like how Mary, by the way, in her question, she put God in parentheses. Like she didn't. I said bless you. She put God bless you. I've never known anyone to say God bless you. I've only heard people say bless you.
Oh.
David it's a big deal. Mary says it's a big deal.
The sneezing thing.
Yeah. So you say bless you then.
Mary?
Yeah, Mary. I'm talking to Mary, yeah. But you say nothing.
Yeah, and then if they sneeze 2 or 3 times, I'm like, get it together.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a bit excessive.
You
need to leave the room?
Wow.
Get yourself under control?
Yeah. Oh, I've said that to a woman before, but it had nothing to do with sneezing, but it's more of just more of a general inquiry, really.
You want one of your anxiety pills?
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one, Brooke. I've heard it's derived from the time of the bubonic plague, since getting sick typically meant death.
Why is there 87 people watching right now?
Still?
Yeah, we gotta end the show. This is getting ridiculous.
It is. And don't come back.
Hey. Okay. You know, we like to joke. We got jokes here.
We got jokes. We're playing characters.
Yeah.
Like our biggest sponsor is a coffee supplier, and I say, try to quit coffee. I don't like it.
Yeah. It just ruins Christmas. Yeah. God damn it, man. Yeah. Our coffee sponsor is single-handedly like 5% of that total number that I said we have to get to, or I quit doing the show.
Carrying the show.
He alone is 5% of the whole goal. Yeah. And
it's good coffee.
You just shit on him.
It's like instead of scooping the Maxwell House that I actually have sitting right there, I take the time in the morning to grind the beans and set up the whole thing so that I have good coffee. Because it's good coffee. Fox and Sons.
Then why don't you throw the Maxwell out then?
Sometimes I'm feeling pretty rough in the morning. And nothing's clean and I can't wash dishes. I'm in a hurry. You know what Derek does? He's got some Maxwell House. You know what he does with it? He uses it as a deodorizer. He'll dump it in the garbage like if it's starting to stink.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was kind of flexing on me. That was all right.